Have you ever said, hey, if you ever need a hand with something, just let me know and I'll help you out, and then immediately regret that decision? 601-995-1017. I got to tell you about a 19-year-old guy from Michigan who did, in fact, have that happen. His girlfriend and her family were going on a family cruise. I don't know if he offered or if she asked, but anyway, he ends up watching her pets for her while she's on the cruise.
Okay.
And eventually he got irritated, so he decided to send an email to Carnival Cruise Lines, which is the cruise line that his girlfriend was on with her family. And the email said, hey, I think someone might have a bomb on your Sunrise cruise ship. And he did that because he was so annoyed that he was having to take care of her pets.
What?
He is in a lot of trouble. He's going to be in jail for about 8 months. The FBI got involved. It was a big deal. Yeah, you can't just email Carnival and say, hey, there might be a bomb on one of the boats. That's a bad idea.
Horrible plan.
So he obviously agreed at one point to watch the dogs, and I don't know if they had one too many accidents in the house or what went down, but eventually he regretted it. So have you ever been in that spot where somebody said, or maybe you offer to help but don't actually expect them to take you up on it? That's another big one.
I don't offer to help because I don't like helping people. It always seems to not work out so good for me. I don't even know that this counts as helping someone out, but I'll never be in somebody's wedding party again. I did it for one of my best friends. Like she, wanted me to be a bridesmaid, and it was the most exhausting, annoying, frustrating thing. Like I hated it. I don't love weddings to begin with, but that made me really hate them. Being on that side of it where it's like you don't even get to enjoy it.
Yeah.
It stunk.
Yeah, I could see that. 601-995-1017 is our phone number. And give us a call if you've got a story. Jesse, did you ever regret helping somebody out? I understand this is your brother-in-law. You offered to let him take your truck or something?
So I let my brother-in-law borrow my truck one time. I was back in my party days. I said, I'm just going to stay here. You take my truck and you go ahead and go do whatever you want to do. He didn't bring all of it back.
What?
What part of the truck was missing?
The whole front bumper was missing when he brought it back. And he literally didn't know what happened. I mean, he was clueless. He was like, what bumper? And I was like, the front bumper's gone, man. And he really don't remember hitting something, but he did.
Yeah, there's that whole no good deed goes unpunished thing. Have you ever regretted offering somebody help? Like they asked you, hey, can you watch our dog for us? And you're like, sure, no problem. And then it's like, yeah, that's actually a big problem.
I always regret helping. Like, I don't understand how people do favors for people. I just don't even put myself in the line of fire.
601-995-1017. I was telling you about this guy who was irritated that his girlfriend and her family went on a cruise. So he called a bomb threat into the cruise line because he was stuck at home watching the pets. I read a little further in this story. Apparently, this guy was living with his girlfriend and her family at 19 years old. Feels like the least he could have done was offer to stay home and watch the pets.
Yeah, that is. I wonder if deep down he was more annoyed that he felt like because he was living with the family, he should have been part of the family, meaning he should have been on the cruise. He should have been on the family vacation.
That's exactly what he told the FBI.
No, what?
Yeah, that's exactly what he told them. That's why he's going to be sitting in jail for 8 months to think about what he's done.
Yeah.
Jerry, I understand you and your wife were witnessing like a domestic violence type of thing, and it ended in you getting stitches. What happened?
Well, as I was giving the dude the old tinkle tonkle, his old lady came back too, and she hung a high heel shoe in my head.
Ow!
So you're trying to help her out in this situation, and she's like, nobody hits my man like that.
Only I get to hit my man.
That is crazy, Jerry. I'm glad you're okay.
I am blown away. I need more from Carol Ann's text. It says, my cousin works as a traveling nurse. She didn't have a sitter for a 3-day weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I volunteered, and boy, did I regret it. While in the pickup line, the regret set in. It was an irritating weekend. I got to know, what was the worst behavior she witnessed?
I don't know, but it sounds like she was irritated with herself before she even started babysitting.
You know what I bet it was? Because I remember this was probably my most annoying characteristic as a child was why? Well, why? Like everything she said, okay, it's time to go to school. Why? And like just the whole car rider line, that was the whole thing. And she was probably like, get out!
I had a buddy at one of the places that I was living who was like a club DJ. So I did the afternoon show on the station I was working at, and I wanted a mix show for Friday. So I was like, hey, you could do the mix show, which honestly, it was sort of like a mutual favor because he's getting his name mentioned and everything on the radio. I'm getting a mix show. It was kind of like mutually beneficial. But then it was like anytime I did anything where there was a potential celebrity, which was not very often, and the celebrities that I was around, again, not very often, were like definitely D-listers.
Yeah.
But every time this guy would be like, "Yo, could you get me a DJ drop? Could you get me Honey Boo Boo saying, hey, this is DJ Tonic or whatever." It was very massively irritating, and I definitely regretted it.
Adam and Allison in the morning.